Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. New week, new video, another brand new video, brand new battle. We're going to tackle Speyside against the Highlands. We're going to tackle Deanston against Glenallachie 18. Have you got a favourite? Dive into the comments, guys, share it with me, but I'm going to put them head to head, share them up, nose them, taste them, score them, get myself going and get out of here. I'm going to try and do it as quick as possible. That may take a bit of time because I might enjoy some of these whiskies and I may get carried away a wee bit, and there we go. So if you're happy to stay around, then great, that'd be fantastic. Let's dive in. Deanston 18, Glenallachie 18. Up there in Doon in the Highlands, we've got Deanston Distillery, which used to be the Deanston Mill. The Deanston Mill, built on the River Teith, driven by water power, established as Deanston Distillery. So yeah, it changed from the Deanston Mill to now we've got that beautiful Deanston Distillery out there. This is 46.3% ABV. Nothing about colour. We can usually assume that Deanston don't colour, but they don't state it. And it is non-chill filtered, and it's aged in first fill bourbon barrel. Wow, so that's the Deanston. The Glenallachie, Billy Walker, from the Valley of the Rocks, 46% ABV, natural colour, non-chill filtered. I think this is predominantly from PX and Oloroso and a bit of virgin oak in there. That's usually the recipe from the Glenallachie. 18-year-old, yes, it's an old bottling. Got the old bottle here, and as you can see, it's just about to get killed. So I've been through it, I've shared it, I've drunk it, I've done everything with it. Same with Deanston. Deanston's pretty much gone as well. Almost ready to get bottle killed, so it's a good time to do these side by side. One of the main reasons, guys, while I'm doing them, I've done a couple of blind tastings over the last couple of months, and I put these as the two bottles into the blind tasting, and they got massacred. So I thought it'd be good to sit down now and try and dissect why they got massacred and see how they stand up. So if you're a Highland lover, you're great, then you're tackling Speyside. Vice versa, if you're Speyside, we're going to tackle the Highlands. And we've got Deanston against Glenallachie. So there are a few battles going on in here. But without any further ado, guys, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to nose them, taste them, score them, try and pick a winner, try and not to talk too much shit along the way, and hopefully you enjoy sipping along with me. If you have any of the Deanston 18s or the Glenallachie 18s, guys, crash them open, sit down, strap yourself in, let's get into it. So, I'm going to start with the Deanston. So, colour-wise, different in colour. One's sherry, one's bourbon. First fill ex bourbon barrels, and you've got the sherry, Oloroso and PX, and a little bit of virgin oak in there. So colour-wise, you've got your kind of Glenallachie is that kind of rich copper, dark amber, and then Deanston is that typical bourbon, straw, light gold, kind of that beautiful kind of light straw colour. But real nice. But on the nose, I'm going to do the Deanston. So that is sweet, floral, clean, bright, zesty. Typical bourbon matured whiskey. It's got that lovely, fresh, light sweetness to it. A little bit grassy, a little bit fruity. Apples, pears, there's plenty of apples, pears, kind of orchard fruit, all that kind of stuff going on. A little bit of spice in the back. Nutmeg, predominantly nutmeg. And if we do the sherry one, so we're looking at rich sherry, dark sherry, fruity, spicy. This is a little bit orangey, tangerine, Jaffa orange maybe. But it's honeyed. Got that beautiful Glenallachie character with the honey in there. But I'm surprised there's some peaches in there as well, and orange. But I think they're candied peach, candied orange, confectionery vibe going on. Almost a fake orange and a fake peach. But big honey, big toffee, almost bordering on treacle. Dark chocolate, fruitcake, and there's that boozy vibe. I don't think it's a boozy raisin this time. I think it's maybe a boozy sultana. Chocolate, coffee, it's espresso. So two fantastic noses, very different. One's bourboned and one sherried. Very, very sweet, this one. This is just that rich, darker nose. This is a bit lighter and fruitier, floral. This is that big, big sherry vibe. Wow. Both fantastic. So, colour-wise, they look fantastic. Look at that. I'm not even going to try and highlight the difference there. It's massive. So, from time to time, you know, we like to send some whiskey straight down the hatch, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So, I'm going to start with the Deanston 18. 46.3% ABV. Well, wish me luck, folks. A little bit dry. Really, really nice mouthfeel, nice texture. Rich textured. Creamy, buttery arrival. Some spice, some ginger. White pepper. Once you get past the dryness, it kind of eases off. And you've got this really, really nice confectionery barley sugar note. Boiled sweets, maybe. Cola cubes, pineapple cubes, something like that. There's a real boiled sweet thing going on. But then it's very, very honeyed, vanilla'd, vanilla cream. But the honey is sticky, almost becoming jammy. If this was a sherry one, I think it would be maybe a jammy. This is heading towards maybe a wee bit more marmalade without the orange. But it's that kind of jammy, honey, sticky thing going on. White pepper. Lovely citrus vibe as well going on with this one. So, let me do a quick palate guy and I'll tackle the sherry one. So, Glenallachie 18, let's send it. Chewy, rich, dry arrival. Saliva gets sucked out and then it really becomes really, really mouth-watering. Spicy. Bags of bacon spices kicking around. It's rich, it's oily. It's becoming a wee bit more juicy, which is, again, it's transforming to sticky, nutty, toffee, treacle, caramel. Wow. Let's do a second sip, guys, just for that. Let's get some research going on. Nutty, juicy, sticky, jammy, tangerine, citrus, but there's peaches, there's apricots, juicy peaches, juicy apricots, and then there's a wee bit of blackcurrant, and then I think the dark, juicy things coming through. Blackcurrant, there's a boozy thing, boozy. I think it's more sultana than raisin, but I think it could be either, but I think it's more sultana than raisin. Wow. Super, super stuff, man. Two really nice whiskies. Don't get carried away, guys, because I've got a wee bit of a rant to do at the end concerning both of these. Let me just cleanse again, and I'm going to do a wee quick finish on both of these. So, Deanston 18. Lovely. Rich. Textured. Peppery, nutmeg, spicy, boiled sweets, all that confectionery things going on. But heading to the finish. It's soft. There's a little dryness on the finish. But it's spicy, it's honeyed. The spice is a wee bit of ginger there. There's lovely honey notes, ginger. It lingers, it's maybe a medium finish. Goes on for a wee bit. Real lovely dram. So then when we do the Glenallachie on the finish, to get there. Sticky, jammy, spicy, rich, oily, nutty, orangey. The finish is elegant, luxurious, sticky and jammy, but the coffee and the chocolate come through, so it's a chocolatey finish, coffee finish. Medium, both medium finishes, both fantastic. So two great whiskies, guys. Two 18-year-olds, right? So, before I score them, here's where we are. They both got killed in blind tastings, and I can probably understand why they got killed. If I'd have said I'm putting a Deanston 18 in, I think it would have done better. And if I said I'm putting a Glenallachie 18 in, I think it would have done better. But blind is fantastic. You ain't got a clue what you're drinking, and you just take it on its merits. And they got killed. Hands down, they got killed. They got killed with some decent whiskies. They got killed with some lots of good whiskies. So, but that kind of highlighted me. I thought, well, what's going on with the 18s? We're paying 145 quid for this, and we're paying about 80 to 90 for this. So they're not cheap whiskies. They're 18-year-olds. You'd expect to pay kind of 80 quid, I think. Whether you expect to pay 145, it's a bit much, but that's the climate. We're on 145 quid at the minute. So absolutely fantastic. But then I'm thinking, can I get better? And the blind tastings tell me there is better whiskey there for less money. So I'm going to score these and get them out of the way, and then I'm going to try and no rant, but I'm going to try and get them out of the way, get them a score. The Glenallachie 18, I'm going to score at 87 out of 100. When I did originally do this as a video, I scored at 88, and I've kind of downgraded that because I've got pretty much down the bottle, and it hasn't really improved any, hasn't got any better. If anything, it's got a little bit kind of, it's given out less than what I expected. So 87 for the Glenallachie. It might surprise you guys. We're going to go down to Deanston. The bourbon, I'm not a bourbon guy. I'm more a sherry guy. But Deanston 18, I'm going to score that 89 out of 100. So I think this is much better value. I think it's delivering everything that the Glenallachie's delivering, but it's delivering it not at £90. I picked this up at £58, so you can search around and you can find these. So at £58, it's a no-brainer, right? But here's the downside to both of these whiskies. I wouldn't recommend anybody to go out and buy these whiskies unless you've got a spare 90 quid, a spare 150 quid to buy these two. Because I think you can pick up their younger siblings. I think you can pick up the 15. You could probably pick up two of the 15s for this kind of money. And you can pick up certainly two of the 12s for around about the same money as this. So I think I would prefer, if I was going out to keep my whiskey on the shelves, this would be nice to have it on the shelf and buy it as a one-off. I don't think I'd replace this one. Definitely wouldn't replace it at the money. The Deanston, if I could pick up at £58 again, I'd definitely replace it. But I'd rather go out and buy the 12s. Both 12s, the Glenallachie 12, the Deanston 12. I'd rather go out and buy the Glenallachie 15 all over than I think there's much more value for money in the 12s and the 15s of the Glenallachie than there is in I think the 18 just lacks a little bit for me to justify paying that kind of money again. I'm glad I bought it, I'm glad I tried it, I'm glad I shared it. The Deanston, £90, I think I'd rather buy the 12 at £45 to £50. At 58 quid, no brainer, I'd buy this again at 58 quid. So guys, that's pretty much my battle. I think the Highland whiskies came out a wee bit on top today against the Speyside. I think Deanston's came out on top against Glenallachie. Both fantastic distilleries, both lots of whiskey on the Whiskey Friend shelves from both of these distilleries. Other than that, guys, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend. Guys, if you've liked the video, dive in, give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Just a friendly reminder, it's still completely free, still doesn't cost you a penny, and you're helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 8K. And Patreon, guys, I'm doing a wee bit more Patreon content, Patreon only content. If you want to dive over, check it out. I'll put all the links in the description. If you want to join us there, you want to help us out, buy more of this stuff behind us. But I'm on my own. It's an expensive hobby. So every little bit helps. But other than that, guys, I'm Alan. I'm the whiskey friend, and don't forget to send some great whiskey straight in the hatch. And always remember the pleasures in the sharing. See you in the next one, folks. Cheers.